Exploring the Canada-India tensions. Over the killing of a Sikh. Recent developments have brought renewed attention to diplomatic tensions between Canada and India following the killing of a Sikh separatist activist. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau announced on Monday that his country's top intelligence agency had identified credible allegations implicating the Indian government in the murder of Hardeep Singh Nijjar, 45, in British Columbia back in June. India has vehemently denied any involvement in Nijjar's death. These events have exacerbated long-standing discontent between the two nations over the issue of Sikh separatism. Here's what you need to know. Hardeep Singh Nijjar and the incident. Hardeep Singh Nijjar was a prominent figure in the Sikh separatist movement, advocating for an independent Sikh state in India called Khalistan. In June, Nijjar was fatally shot in his truck outside the Guru Nanak Sikh Gurdwara, where he served as president after evening prayers. Authorities have not publicly identified any suspects, but at least 3 individuals remain at large. Nijjar, originally from Punjab, India, moved to Canada in 1997 and was a Canadian citizen at the time of his death. In India, Nijjar was labeled a government-designated terrorist, suspected of involvement in a 2007 bombing and a 2021 attack on a Hindu priest, both in Punjab. Indian authorities also accused him of recruiting and fundraising for violent activities, allegations he vehemently denied. Thousands attended Nijjar's funeral at the temple where he was killed, with his lawyer revealing that the Canadian Security Intelligence Service had warned Nijjar of credible threats to his life just days before the shooting. Canada's stance. Prime Minister Trudeau asserted on Monday that Canadian intelligence agencies were actively pursuing credible allegations connecting India's government to Nijjar's murder, although specific evidence was not disclosed. Trudeau emphasized that any foreign government's involvement in a Canadian citizen's killing on Canadian soil constitutes an unacceptable violation of sovereignty. He further conveyed his concerns to Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the recent Group of 20 summit in New Delhi. Canada has expelled India's top intelligence officer based in the country. Canada has a significant Sikh expatriate community, including vocal separatists, which has been a point of contention with India. India has urged Canada to take stronger action against Sikh activists, while Canada argues that their activism constitutes free speech. India's response. India has vehemently denied any involvement in Nijjar's killing, dismissing the allegations as absurd and motivated. The Indian Foreign Ministry accused Canada of sheltering Khalistani terrorists and extremists, and expressed deep concern over Canadian political figures, openly sympathizing with these elements. In retaliation, India expelled a senior Canadian diplomat, citing concerns about Canadian diplomats interfering in their internal affairs and participating in anti-India activities. Additionally, the Indian government issued a travel advisory on Wednesday, urging Indian nationals living in or traveling to Canada to exercise caution due to perceived growing anti-India activities and politically condoned hate crimes and criminal violence. Sikh separatism. The Sikh separatist movement seeks an independent homeland carved out of Punjab, India, as Sikhs are a religious minority in the predominantly Hindu country. This movement has long been viewed as treasonous by the Indian government and has been met with opposition. Violent incidents have occurred over the years, including the storming of the Golden Temple in 1984, leading to the deaths of hundreds. Later that year, Indira Gandhi, India's prime minister, was assassinated by her Sikh bodyguards in retaliation, sparking violent anti-Sikh riots across the country. In 1985, Sikh militants carried out the deadliest terrorist attack in Canadian history by planting a bomb on an Air India flight from Montreal to London, resulting in more than 300 fatalities. Recent years have seen India under Prime Minister Narendra Modi leaning towards Hindu nationalism, leading to protests and crackdowns on religious minorities, including Sikhs. U.S. involvement. U.S. officials have expressed concern over the allegations regarding India's involvement and have voiced support for Canada's law enforcement efforts. The National Security Council spokesperson confirmed engagement with the Indian government on the matter. However, the dispute could place the U.S. in an awkward position, as the Biden administration has sought to strengthen its relationship with Prime Minister Modi as part of its strategy to counterbalance China. Canada's decision to involve the Five Eyes intelligence sharing alliance, which includes the US, the UK, Australia, and New Zealand, could complicate the broader international dynamics. Please note that this situation is evolving, and further developments may occur.